I do, I want to tantalize my followers. We play this game where we try to guess a little bit about our rider, my rider, before we've ever seen you, right?
Okay.
So I'll tell you what they were guessing. And I was part of this too.
Okay.
We were guessing that you were young, so we're good on that one there.
Yeah, I know. That's dope.
Okay, you're young, and then we're also guessing that you had dark hair, like black hair.
No.
That was our best guess. And so clearly we were wrong. So we guessed dark curly hair, and we were totally wrong. And then one of them was also guessing, Bob was guessing that you had like a poofy black jacket, which
I was actually gonna wear one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I decided not to.
Bob, you're almost there, almost there. So guys, let me introduce you to my rider. This is Maria.
Hi.
Nice to have you in here, Maria. Thank you. I was gonna, part of my guess was that you're on your way to visit friends.
No.
Darn it. Tell me you're not going to work.
No, I'm not going to work. No, I'm going to go pick up a package from my mother.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I would not have guessed that. That would have been so random for me to guess.
That would have been.
Maybe more on the level of like creepy. I was like, how do you know this, right?
Honestly, I would not be surprised by anything at this point.
Oh, just given the way the world is.
Yeah.
Tell me how it's impacted you the most.
The COVID?
Yeah.
Well, I cut my hair. I bleached it.
Oh,
so
you did?
Tell me about that one.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I think I became a lot more antisocial, which is like okay for me personally.
Yeah.
But it also has impacted a lot in a good way since I got to focus more about like who I am as a person, like what I want to do with my life as a person.
Oh, I see.
Because like all the distractions were gone, you know, like all
Right.
the meaningless like hangouts,
Yeah.
and stuff like that were all done.
Yeah, totally.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Very cool.
How about you?
Good question. So how has it impacted me the most? I would say I like watching people, but I also like interacting with people. So both end.
Yeah.
And so with COVID, I think I'm not really affected by like the uncertainty. I'm like, oh, I guess we'll just kind of make it through the season.
Yeah.
But what I've been enjoying most is watching how people are like responding to it, how they're struggling through it, you know?
Yeah.
And so along those lines, that's what has been really interesting for me to see how people are responding to it. I'm pretty social by nature, and my job lets me still be social, which is amazing.
That's
Love that part, I know. But I think the most adverse part I've experienced was the last few months, where the last restrictions here kind of like shut things down in royal ways, right? It's like, this sucks now.
Yeah.
This is not fun anymore. So that's probably how it's affected me adversely in the last little while. But okay, so you said you had some more clarity now in where you're going in the future.
Yeah.
What did you discover?
I discovered that I can't keep on. I mean, I love this because like nobody will actually know who it is.
Yeah.
So I can kind of say whatever.
For sure.
No, I did not kill anyone. I'm not gonna.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna say those things. But I realized that I can't keep on living a life that's focused around like pleasing everyone around me.
Oh my goodness, that's a huge win there. Okay,
Because
keep going.
Because I've been like living multiple lifestyles, like in terms of like depends who I'm with, like who I'm interacting with.
Yep.
And I realized that I can't keep on pleasing everyone.
Oh my goodness, that's
And
so huge.
I've been raised to like, you know, to go to university, become a doctor, and basically marry someone, have kids, and then just that's it. Like,
Yeah.
So I've been hiding a lot of like about like my life from my friends, my parents, a lot of like worrisome things that I just don't want to disclose. But then like I realized like whatever, everyone like it's gonna come out and blow you in the face, whatever. So I told them the truth, what's been going on and everything, and I told them that I potentially don't want to be a doctor, especially when they've been raising me for like 18 years to be a doctor. I'm like, probably not gonna do that.
Totally.
And instead, I honestly just want to start a clothing business. I know I look like shit right now, but trust me, I can dress.
I don't think that way at all. No, not at all. You look great. Like, here's the thing.
Thanks.
Who are you without the makeup and everything?
Yeah, I'm
that's like straight up, right? And you don't look terrible at all. You look presentable stuff. I mean, I understand you're a mom hair bun or whatever it's called, but here's the thing. If we're basing a person's worth based on their first impression on how they look, I think we've really lost something really meaningful, important in our human engagement that says, I'm going to determine your worth based on what you can do for me instead of, I want to know you for who you are and take you as you are. And that sounds like that big sort of threshold you've crossed over, which I'm so excited about.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, in my case, do you know when I found this out? Guess how old I am. Let me just start on that.
I'm going to guess anywhere between like 25 to 32.
You are super gracious. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay, 35 to, okay. Sorry, did you say 25 or 35?
25 to 32, anywhere in that gap.
I just turned 40.
Oh my god, this man doesn't need plastic surgery. He invented plastic surgery himself. That's insane. I would have never guessed.
I know. So apparently, I've heard. But here's why I'm asking you to guess, because I only learned your lesson that you just told me, like in the last 3, 4, 5 years. It took me a really, really long time. That's why I'm super excited to learn that you made it there. Because for the longest time, let me tell you, I was the epitome of a people pleaser. I did it so well. There were so many people in my life, including family, friends, who had expectations that I tried to nail as best as I could. And for the most part, I think I did. I did a fantastic job. But the thing I found out along the way, Maria, I just couldn't be true to myself in that whole process. And so like what you just came through, I'm so thrilled that you actually made it at a young age, because like you're saying, it's going to come out eventually, right? And it sucks to like actually invest a huge part of your life on somebody else's radar instead of your own. That's why I'm like so thrilled that you've made it here. That's like stellar. So it's almost like your way of saying, screw the world, I'm going to do me how I think I ought to be, because you only get this one life, right?
Basically, yeah.
That is, oh my goodness, I am so excited for that. So along those lines, I also too was heading to be a doctor once upon a time. I'm an immigrant.
Oh, me as well.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not from Canada. I'm from Russia.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay, how old were you when you moved here?
I was like 6.
6 years old.
I was fairly young.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was 8.
Okay, that's not too much of a difference. Where'd you move from?
Carson is saying he's 32 and when he made all these decisions as well too. So yeah, you're like me too, Carson. I moved from, I was born in Ethiopia, but I grew up in Kenya. And so I moved from Kenya here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Thank you. And I would never guess that you're not from here, because again, you're young, but you also have no accent too, right?
Yeah.
So those expectations on us to be like, you're gonna make our sacrifice count, kind of carried over.
You have to sacrifice, you have to go to university, you have to become, if you're not a doctor or lawyer engineer, you're a nobody basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough.
I totally resonate with you. I totally resonate. So then, what was it like when you came out to your parents and said, here's the real agenda, here's where I've been, here's what I'm doing? And how did your parents respond? How did your friends respond when you sort of...
There was a lot.
It wasn't easy.
My friends knew.
Yes.
And like my friends were like, okay, well, we all kind of knew. But like, it's good that they didn't have to force us to do anything
Sure.
about it. Sure. On the verge of doing it, was like, okay, I got it. But my parents, it was different. Like the automatic was like, how dare, how could you do this to us? Like my dad and mom like that said like, we're pulling the plug. Like you're coming back to Moscow.
Yeah.
You're gonna be locked into a room that said like you have no freedoms.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. No, I totally hear you though.
And then it was a lot. It was a lot of like degrading at first, because like of course you don't want to hear it. The truth at first, but then I was like, but listen, like, would you rather me keep on lying to you and pretending
Good point.
that everything is great,
Good
or
point.
that I'm actually not doing that well?
Yeah. So does that mean the tide is changing a little bit in the way you're interacting with them?
Definitely, yeah, because like they already know everything, so I'm like, I'm like, what else is there? I'm like, let me just show you like how it is and what it is.
Sure.
Trying to please you.
Yeah.
I mean, like my dad was more happy. He's like, okay, well now like if you need help, like you'll probably help me, not just like take guesses based on the stuff that you're telling me and all of it and all that's actually going on.
So true.
But yeah, that's kind of how it went.
On top of that, I think it sets a real precedent for you and I in how we go forward in the future, saying we don't want to do what we once were doing, trying to appease everyone else. We want to rather be honest up front, take the hit wherever the hits are, because that enables us to really be our true authentic self.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it also really challenges what our perspectives are by way of our worth. And so what other people say, you're only worthwhile if you do X, Y, and Z, or you're worthwhile just because you're you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna sign up for whatever it is that you're signing up for, right? So, yeah, that's amazing, dude. I'm trying to be happy for you that you got to this point much earlier than I did.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Are you an only child?
No, I'm the middle child.
You're the middle child.
I'm the middle child.
Okay. Of how many? 3?
3.
Okay. And the age gap between the oldest and
oldest 14, youngest is 7. So I'm like dead center.
Hold on, did you say your oldest is how?
14. He's 14 years old.
Holy crap.
Yeah, my youngest sibling is 7 years younger than me.
So in between the oldest and the youngest is like
32 years old.
That's a huge gap.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you close to either of them?
I'm more closer to my older sibling.
Okay. So with me, I'm the oldest of 6 kids.
Speed and red light camera in 300 meters.
And the age
limit
gap
is 60
between me and my
kilometers
youngest
per hour.
is 22 years difference.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, 22 years difference. So, kind of similar to your oldest and youngest, kind of.
Speed and red light camera
It's kind of
in
similar to your
100
oldest and
meters.
youngest there, right?
Speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
Do you know what kind of clothing designing company you want to do?